Hello, friends. I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? It's Friday. We are rolling into the weekend. And today, I just want to talk about a kind of a fun, not a fun topic. Chris had a suggestion for future content saying, I want to see more of around town stuff. He did a couple of vids in the town a while back, and I totally dig that content. Even if it's just a GoPro on the motorcycle, putting around town, he likes to see that. He's always interested in seeing other cultures, other areas, that sort of stuff. And I agree. Like, I actually enjoy filming stuff. I think. And I used to watch a few motorcycle vloggers, like guys that would just have a helmet cam and they would just talk while they're riding, and I enjoyed that content. So I would definitely, I'm definitely down for going other places and filming other things and talking about them, or even just using them as visual stimuli for these types of episodes. Just haven't figured out how to work that in. For one, I am a homebody. Like, I would rather just stay here most of the time. My stuff is here. The things that I enjoy doing are here. I don't need to go anywhere else. That's not, there are obvious things that I like to do away from here. I enjoy going to see my kid play sports, for instance. But as far as my personal activities, I don't fish anymore. I don't hunt anymore. I don't whitewater raft or whitewater kayak anymore. I don't ride my motorcycle that often. Like, I just kind of here, Em and I have talked for years about maybe getting some sit-on-top kayaks and doing some of the rivers around here. We might actually do that this year. I think we're both kind of feeling the need to have some sort of physical activity together. But I haven't been doing stuff outside of this house in a long time. And on top of that, I live in a very weird place. So my kid and I, she has this friend that she just met, and she went and spent a day at their town, and they live in a very small town east of here, much smaller than my town, and she was like shocked at how cool that town was. Like, that town has a live music venue. That town has bakeries and like just like small town cool stuff, things to do, trails and climbing stuff and all this cool, like, mountain town kind of stuff. My town, none of that. And my town's bigger. I live in the seventh largest city in West Virginia, which is sad considering that there's less than 20,000 people in this city. But my city, it's a city, is trying to be something it isn't. It's trying to be one of the bigger towns that's north and south of me. So 20 minutes to the north is Morgantown, 20 minutes to the south is Clarksburg, Bridgeport. And those are like, Morgantown's a developing city, like an actual city. Still like 50,000 people, but it's still, it's actively developing. My town, FAIRMONT, I mean, there's development here, but it's very slow, and it's, they just rebuilt our mall. Maybe I can go show you that, but I don't see a lot of traffic out there. It's not like there's a whole bunch of people coming here to do anything. We don't have live venues. We don't have a whole lot. There are cool things that where my kid goes to school, the middle school, when I go pick them up from school, there's a road that is part of an old factory district, and there are some abandoned factories there. And I have always wanted to take a camera over there and film that kind of stuff. And I think I need to do something like that to really show. There's not a whole lot here. There's a park there, which is nice, and I could take you over there. I don't know how to fit it in, is what I'm getting at. When I did a couple years ago, I'll try to find a link, and if I do find a link, I'll put it in the corner. I did a video about my town, and I showed kind of some of the major quote-unquote landmarks of this city, and that was fun. But aside from fast food restaurants, chain type store, like, what do I show you? I have no idea. And do I go there and try to film like a normal daily shed just in a new location? Do I do one of those walking vlogs where I talk while I walk? Maybe that's a solution. I don't know. I don't really know. Or do I just overlay it onto one of these types of talks? Not positive. But I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking about it a lot. So thank you for the suggestion, Chris. I recognize that 7 years of this is a lot. And I think that I've covered a lot of the same stories. I've told a lot of the same... I've covered a lot of the same material multiple times. And there needs to be some sort of... I'd like to interject something new into this. I'm just not really sure how to do it. I don't have that... I haven't had that moment yet where I go, I know how to do this, and I'm going to, whatever. But I'll figure it out. And maybe it is just riding on the motorcycle and then showing you that footage while I talk. I'm not sure. Obviously, a lot of the really pretty places to go around here are like, 2-lane country roads that are winding with scenic hills and old farmland and streams and stuff. That stuff is wonderful, and it's one of my favorite reasons to own a motorcycle in this area is to be able to see that sort of stuff. But haven't been doing a whole lot of that. I do have action cameras, so I could film a lot of this stuff. Just figuring out how to interweave it in with this content is difficult. And maybe I don't. Maybe I just do it on one of the other channels because they're just sitting stagnant. Maybe I can do some sort of check this out type stuff. That'd be fun, maybe. I don't know. Ideas? I'd love to hear anybody else's ideas. You can leave those in the comments. Or you know what you could do? You could call the voicemail line. What do you got planned for the weekend? We have softball tonight and tomorrow. Kids come on Sunday night, so I don't have a whole lot of free time. I'm going to continue to work. I got some good hours in, a few good hours in this week on the side project. Going to work on it some more. Been working on it today. Work on it in the morning, that kind of stuff. And I might actually play some video games. Not sure yet. Let me know what you got going on. Keep me... if I can find it, I'll link it. The Portal Games. You guys know Portal Games, right? Wear their shirts all the time. Worked for them for 9 years. We did a live stream this morning. Me and Eric Link and Yancey. I don't know how to say his name. One of the Polish designers for their current game that's on GameFound called Thorgal. We did a live stream this morning showing the gameplay, and I participated in that. So you can go check that out on the Portal Games channel if you want to see a pretty cool story-driven and adventure game. Okay, I'm going to go back to work. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. No, Monday. I even just said the weekend. Today's word you should know sounds smart is queen. It is a noun meaning a disreputable woman, a prostitute. Esmeralda can act like such a queen when her boyfriends do not automatically give her luxury items she requires. Queen, Q-U-E-A-N. Is that a for real thing? Like, I always just assumed, yes, queen, it was like just queen, Q-U-E-A-N. I don't think that's real.